This journal changed my life. So I started using this journal and practicing the 369 method about a week ago, and everything that I've written down has come true. It's so crazy, but I also kind of understand why this is happening. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and the bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and give this video a big thumbs up. In this video, I'm gonna share what the 369 method is, how I've used it in the past week to manifest everything into my life, and the different things that I've done around it to actually make it work. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna take you through the step-by-step process of what I do to manifest these things and writing in my journal. I have this journal linked down below in the description if you are interested, but let's get right into it. So Nikola Tesla is actually the person who made the 369 method popular. He believed that if you integrate the numbers 369 into your day, you will be able to unlock your true potential. This goes with the idea that everything in nature goes by a geometrical pattern. Our nature is based on a hidden mathematical system. Everything in nature is geometrical and follows geometrical patterns. We can see these patterns present in nature in the form of the golden ratio and the Fibonacci sequence. Multicellular organisms are formed by the division of a single cell divides into two cells, and as the division continues, a multicellular organism is formed. In the vortex of math, there's a pattern that repeats itself infinitely. 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, and so on. 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. Note that the numbers 3, 6, and 9 are absent in this pattern. Scientist Marco Rodin believes these numbers represent a vector from the third to fourth dimension, which he calls a flux field. This field is a higher dimensional energy that influences the energy circuit of the other 6 points. It is believed that this is the secret key to free energy, something which Nikola Tesla mastered and dedicated his life to. So that's kind of confusing, but that is the science behind the 369 method. This book also goes into talk about the energy behind it. I'm really big on energy, so I actually do kind of feel the energy behind using this method when I have been practicing it for the past week. Apart from that, let's talk about why I think it works for me. I think the practice of writing over and over again what I'm manifesting into my life builds that muscle memory. It's the repetition for me that is so powerful, and also just having to feel the emotion attached to what I'm writing. Because of course, when you're manifesting something, you're writing it as if it already happened. And I also love to write and frame my sentences in gratitude. Gratitude because I am grateful for whatever happened to me. And the more you show gratitude to the universe, the more it gives back to you. So I say, I am so grateful for, I'm so appreciative of, blah, blah, blah. And it really makes me feel like it's happened and I am in that abundant energy. Because when you're grateful, that is when you have the most manifesting powers, because that's when you attract the most, because your vibration is higher. And as I'm writing these manifestations, I'm actively thinking of how it's happened. So that causes me to merge my perceived reality with the reality that I'm in right now, because I have to bridge that gap. So I'm thinking, this happened because this person brought me this opportunity, or I did this to get that opportunity. So it makes me take aligned action throughout my days to make that outcome possible. If you're taking the small steps or having conversations with people to make what you are trying to manifest possible, the chances of that happening are so high. A lot of times I think when we try to manifest things, we say, I'm grateful for this brand new car. But you don't take action towards getting that car. You don't take action by going and talking to people who can get you a job to get that car, or making more money to get that car, or looking at the car. You just think, oh, I want this car and it's gonna come to me in some sort of way when the universe aligns. But in reality, you usually have to make it happen in some sort of way and then let the universe take its course from there. So I've noticed myself doing this in subtle ways towards my goals. I haven't been forcing it or putting pressure on it, but because I'm repeating these sentences in the morning, afternoon, and evening, I find that it's causing me to remember what I'm manifesting throughout the day. When I would journal before, and I still journal apart from this 369 journal, I felt like my thoughts were very scattered, and I would write things down and say, I'm so grateful for this, I want this to happen in my life and whatever, but then I would do it in the morning or the evening, and then I would forget what I wrote throughout the day or the next day and not take any action towards it. Or I would write one thing one day and then write a completely different thing the next day and just not put enough energy into that one thing that I'm manifesting. But with this journal, and you don't have to do this every day, but it's what I've been doing, is almost every day I've been writing down the same sentence. So multiple days in a row, I've been writing down the same sentence because I see it working. I see the things moving and happening, and it's coming into fruition. But I don't want to let that affirmation or manifestation go just because I see that it's happening, because it hasn't completely solidified yet. It's working and I've gotten it, but I want it to stick. So I make sure I'm repeating these affirmations day after day. And it's become almost muscle memory for me to think about them and to take action every day towards these goals, because I, like a lot of people, have shiny object syndrome, and I can get pulled in a lot of different directions and want to work on this project and that, and then lose sight of what I actually need to be focused on. But this is really bringing me back to that grounded place of what is my goal? Like, what am I trying to make out of my life? And I see the wheels turning. So I've written down my affirmations, and then afterwards I sit for around 30 seconds. In this book, they say sit for at least 17 seconds and visualize and sit in that energy and feel that emotion of getting what you wrote down. And when I'm sitting there and I feel this way, I can't explain exactly how it feels, but my energy is so open to that possibility that there's no way it can't come into my life. And I think that might be where the 369 method is, because it talks about unlocking your true potential. And I truly feel that potential when I'm sitting there and I've written it down and I'm like, okay, like this is my reality. Like this is what is happening and attracting into my life right now. It's crazy. So the three main things, in my opinion, are to repeat. It's the act of repetition throughout the day, and also just repeating your thoughts in your head, because you have to remember, oh, I need to journal in the afternoon. I need to journal in the evening. So you are subconsciously reminding yourself about it and what you have been manifesting. It's aligned, focused action. It's taking those subconscious or conscious actions towards your manifesting goal, or the goal that you're manifesting. And then 3, it's really feeling the emotion and the energy of being in that place where your manifestation has already come true. So now I'm going to take you through how I go about the process of writing my manifestations. Personally, it's super simple. This journal is guided and it's really great. I really like this journal. Actually, my friend sent it to me because she uses it and she said it's been amazing for her. In the front, they have all of these pages explaining what the 369 method is, everything about the vibrations and how to use the book, and then also a lot of examples of affirmations and things. But of course, this will be linked in the description, so check it out if you want. But you can also do this on your own in your own journal, but I do think that this is really helpful to have it all written out. So I have my journal here, and I'm going to show you from here. So I open it up, and first it's asking, what actions are you taking today? I'll write the date. It is May 31st. So what actions are you taking today? This helps me ground and really think about, what do I want to accomplish today? Because I feel like so often we go throughout our days where we are just so scattered. We work all day, we spend all day at our laptops or doing things, but we feel like we haven't accomplished much at the end of the day. So I love that it has me do this first, because once I see what I have to do today and I really sit and think about that, and then it asks, how will I show myself love today? So how are you going to care for yourself and be self-compassionate? I think that's super important as well. But doing this practice first of writing what you need to get done then helps me think of, what do I want to manifest, or like what would help me make this day better or my life better from these action items. So today I am filming, and excuse my writing because it's not great. So I wrote down everything that I have to do today. Most of it is work, YouTube, and then meeting with my virtual assistant. But I also put working out and going to the beach. Those are also priorities of mine because balanced living is so important to me, and I want to make sure I'm taking care of myself and my soul while I'm here in Puerto Rico. So taking advantage also of where I am because it's so beautiful here and I'm right by the beach. How will I show myself love today? So I said I'm going to eat nourishing foods, go for walking breaks because I feel like I've been spending a lot of time inside just working and then taking breaks inside, and working out because I did not work out yesterday. So now it is the morning, so I'm gonna write down my affirmations for the morning. What I've been writing recently that has been manifesting is I am so I just wrote down what I am manifesting and I feel it happening. I feel the abundance. So I wrote down, I'm so grateful for all the financial abundance that flows into my life. This is an affirmation that I've been saying for a long time. I actually have it on the screensaver of my phone and my vision board as well. But when I write this down, I not only see money or financial things, I see where I'm working. I see how the money is flowing into my life from different streams and what aligned work I'm doing that I can serve others with, and how it is worthy of the money or the financial abundance that is flowing into my life. So I see it, I feel it, and then you sit with it, and I'm just gonna sit for around 30 seconds to feel how I would when this happens. Now I go about my day. I'm going to get back to work, and in the afternoon I will come back and write down the next 6 lines of the same affirmation, and then in the evening I will do the next 9 lines, but I will come back and do that with you throughout the day so you can see how the process goes. See you in a bit. It is now the afternoon and I'm going to write down my 6 affirmations, manifestations that I started in the morning. I went throughout my day. I've been working on my computer, and honestly at this point I kind of was forgetting about what I wrote down, which is kind of why going back to the repetition and everything and doing this action or taking this action throughout the day, that really helps me remember and take aligned action throughout the day. I think I said that a few times, but let's write it down. And it is now the evening and I'm going to finish out my journaling for the evening or for the day. So at this point, I check off what I got done for the day, and I got almost everything done. I went to the beach, I worked out, filmed B-roll, had my meeting, worked on my course. I just did not film my UGC content because I was waiting on approval. So I feel pretty good about all of my accomplishments for the day. And now I'm gonna write 9 times the exact same sentence that I wrote 3 and 6 times. And just so you know, at this point, like, I'm pretty tired. I had a long day and I feel like I'm shutting off, you know, like I'm not thinking about what I'm manifesting, but because I have to write it 9 times, I feel like it reinstills that thought and that alignment and motivation for that manifesting goal that I'm working towards. So this stuff is actually work, but it's good work and it catapults you forward. finished writing my 9 sentences in the same sentence. Does that make sense? And I sat for 30 seconds and really internalized it. I'm so sleepy, so I'm kind of like, but doing it that final time is when it really sets in stone and makes it real. But this is how I use my 369 journal. I will leave a link for it down below. It has really changed my life in 1 week, and I'm so glad I started using it. But let me know if you have any questions or comments down below. Give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching until the very end. Subscribe and hit turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. Connect with me on Instagram and TikTok, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Good night.